Hi everybody, this is Reviewer in Destiny, and I'm here to bring you a review of the Vinland Saga, Chapter 113, 113. I have to say 14 pages, really, 14 pages. At a monthly, we should be at least getting 30, and we've been getting in the 20s recently, and it's 30. I'm like, oh, come on, it's a monthly. I expected a whole months to be a lot of pages. This is weekly crap. This is what Naruto and Bleach and Fairy Tail, all the main weekly ones do. I'm like, still the artwork's amazing. That's why I can't complain. I mean, I read the first volume recently, and I could tell that the art increased, and I realized that the first few volumes were written in a weekly, and then it switched to monthly, and there was increased in the art. So I'm like, I can't be too angry at that, but still 14 pages. 14. But then again, I prefer having 14 pages than it to go on hiatus, because then we don't get it. But then again, people aren't translating the show. It's so underrated. That's why I'm here to make sure it gets talked about. Okay, so basically nothing really happened in this chapter. We get that Sigurd arrived to claim Gudrid, and she's not here. And Thorfinn says, we were sailing and she died. And then Sigurd's like, no, I failed my family. I'm ashamed to my legacy. And let's face it, his father kind of does look down on him. I could see it when he was back there. I'm like, and he is upset and crying. And then he sees Gudrid climb up a hill. And I'm like, you bastard. He's going to chase after him. They actually outsmart him and get on the boat. Everybody got on the boat, including Baby and Dog, which really happy that they brought them along, and he is not happy, and it's like, you bastards. And then he's on top of the cliff and then jump down on the boat and start sailing away. Let's go jump after them. Sigurd tells his man, jump after her, and his men are like, no, why don't you? And he's like, you cowards, okay, why don't you do it? And he runs and she's after him. It's so funny. Congratulations, Sigurd, you are now the Team Rocket of this show. You totally are. You're always running away, chasing after the protagonist, and nothing but mischief and comedy is what you bring to the table. Which is a shame, because Sigurd is quite skilled. Remember when we first saw him with his long chain? It was pretty cool. But oh well, what are you going to do? That's basically all that happened. The only interesting other thing that happened, which is my favorite part of the chapter, is when they take Gudrid and the kid and everybody in the crew saying, this is all her fault. We brought them. They're going to be trouble for us. You know, they're just a burden. And then Gudrid tells Thorfinn, you know, why did you bring us along? We're going to be burdens. And I love this metaphor, because he says, I used to know a guy who was way more troublesome than you, but he killed many people, caused a lot of chaos, and yet he's free and about and enjoying himself without being judged. And it says, compared to him, you guys are not bothersome. And he's talking about himself. I'm like, this is why I like this, how they're doing it, paralleling them, Gudrid and Thorfinn, because I'm like, I am free to choose what I want to do with my life. In spite of all the things I've done, I have an opportunity to make a difference. I have a second chance, and I'm gonna cherish it. And this is why I think he's helping her and guiding her, because he's telling her, you have a second chance. You're nothing. I did a horrible stuff. Your problem is because you were born a woman, you're not allowed to choose what you want. You have it. He's giving you free will, basically, to do what you want. And I'm like, if I can have such a thing as free will compared to all the things I did, why not you? And it's really good. That's the only part of the chapter that I like, because it's his wisdom. He's really getting to be wise. He's matching his father now, which I really love. Overall, chapter 14 pages. Can't really say much, just talking. But they are on their way now, sailing. I don't know where they're going to get to their destination, but I hope it won't take long. Well, I have to rate this chapter 5. That's all I can say. Pages, and the 5's only for the conversation. I mean, the Sigurd sure was funny, but I'm like, it really didn't contribute anything because they're outrounding him. Well, I guess that'll be all. Thanks, everybody. This has been Reviewer Destiny. Have a nice day.